Hey, Geminis. Sorry, I'm starting to play with the cards already. This is I normally called this your homework family readings, but this Spirit's been telling me to change them to home light security. And what that means more is like your monthly overlook at your soulfulness, and is it all going in the direction that you're wanting to? Spirit just pushed me back. So right off the bat, for some of you at least, you guys need to take a breath, take a stop, take a moment out, and take a step back and start reviewing everything. Because literally, I just felt them be like, you slow down and take a step back. And so this is for all Geminis for the month of March. I do apologize that I'm really kind of late getting them out, but what can I say? It's been crazy. There's been the Schumann resonance been off the chain. You know, we've had geomagnetic storms, had solar flares, all kinds of just wow, you know. So yeah, I've been like everybody else, a little behind. Now, if you've never watched these videos before, please look right down there below. It's to help you understand how to view them. If you're a sun Gemini, view it from your core energy. If you're a moon Gemini, view it from your emotional and physical energy. If you're a rising Gemini, view it from your three-dimensional reality and how that manifestation is going. So it'll help you to understand how to view these the best you can. Now, the Spirit says for you guys, it's a whole lot of outer world going on, a whole lot of outer world. And it's your self-motivated, you're self-motivated, action-oriented, self-assurance. It has a lot to do with the material world, your extroverted energy, what is the top priority in your life, and the outer world. There's more reflecting in the outer world and the relationships of those outer worlds in general versus inward looking. And I feel like that's why they kind of were like, slow down, take a pause, see what's going on. Yeah, and I feel like I'm kind of like in a daze, like you're missing something, you're not seeing the whole story. The first, okay, I'm using one of my darker decks. This is called Dark Mirrors. And it's just what is being I got another deck calling. Before I get into the astrology, it's just the way it's working out this way. This one is called Anger and Chains. So, I mean, we're talking about the outer world, and where do you feel like you're strapped? Where do you feel like you don't have a choice? Like the outer world is pushing you around and making the decisions for you. And are you in your power? Are you not? What are you going to have to do to get in it? You know, where is this going? Or where are you manipulating and trying to push your way through and causing, you know, anger and chains? I just feel like I'm also getting a lot of stop trying to push to receive. Meaning it can't all go at the pace you may want it to go. It just can't. There's a reason why it isn't. And that has to do with the third eye and the crown. It really has to do with the crown. That's what they're saying. So, like I said, this has to do with a balance and still clearing out, but it has to do with an ascension. And if you're trying to go too fast, you're going to miss it. So slow down is what I'm getting. What I'm getting is this me. Is this really what you want to be? Like I said, I've got anger and chains. Anger and chains. And in this picture, it just looks like chaos. I mean, don't it? Then what I'm getting is this me? I mean, I think it's kind of self-explanatory. It's asking you, is this where you want to be? Are you seeing yourself? Can you get where you want? And this is today for tomorrow. If sometimes this means in order to get where you want to go, like I was just saying, I feel like it's in a pause, in a fog, like you're trying so hard, like you're rushing and rushing, like running, you know. You see me here, I'm like running, trying so hard to get to the end of the line, or to, get to the next destination, that you're going to miss things, you're going to drop things, you're going to lose things along the way. This is slow down today, so that you can get everything that you need, so tomorrow will start to actually become what you want. It's knowing how to speak up with authority. It's knowing how to trust your intuition, by understanding that you need also to listen to what your fear, or what you're afraid of failure over. And slow down, mainly slow down, because your higher self is got things to say. Now, strangely enough, the next deck that was pulled for you is an astrology deck. But let's see, what else does Gemini need to hear before we get into the astrology? What else does Gemini? You're going to have to bring that vibration up. I'm not even going to touch this. Please and thank you. They said you like to do everything all by yourself. They say you like to do everything all by yourself. Hard to accept help. It's go, 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 like I was just saying. You're being given a grand trine, which is a blessing. Okay. Now, I don't even look at the card, what the paperwork says, for the cards. For me, a grand trine this is a blessing. It is coming into clearing out energies. Trines typically are speaking of more energies that are cooperative, that work together. So what I feel like with what you've been getting is you're pushing so hard that you're not working with yourself or anybody else. Slow down, breathe, reassess the situation, come back with a teamwork effort, even with yourself, okay? So that you can go where it needs to go from there. Is there anything else from this deck, or am I supposed to move on to the third one? Follow through with your talents and your spiritual skills, and trust in yourself. Ask for help. I don't understand what that is, Spirit. Okay, we have the equinox coming in, but what they're giving you is a lunar eclipse. And for me, a lunar eclipse is also emotional, but anytime we have eclipses, it's major shift changing, major life changing things, and they happen in 6-month increments. So you're looking at a 6-month shift, a major 6-month shift of something in some form. Let me hit the other deck, and then I'll hit the astrology. The bottom of the deck is saying the 10th house, which is the outer world, the groups, the memberships that you keep. And are they supporting the goals, the dreams, the ambitions, or are they manipulating you into their goals, dreams, and ambitions? And last deck. What does Gemini need to hear? That doesn't count. What are you telling me? They're saying if you want what you want, you can't just dream about what you want. You can't just hope. You have to actually go out and do it. So figure out how and what you desire so that you can actually bring it into fruition. But slow down so you can actually figure that out. What is your deeper part of reason behind it, is what they just said. No. Lift this vibration, please. How do you mean that, Spirit? They said for some of you, you need to know when you're in your ego more than your true self. Yep. This is decrease is what it's called, but if you can see the picture, it's like the bushes are overgrown. Okay. So it's decline, cutting it back, is letting go of what's not serving you. Less sometimes is more. Where's the sacrifice here? The limit, to limit so that you have the ability to open. So this is like I said, this has something to do with letting go for a new phase so that you can literally start the new phase. They're showing you the standstill, which is the stalemate, the stagnation, withholdings, learning how to empower so that you can then give it away. Okay. One of the ways I often put it is you've got to know your own inner chaos if you want to if you want to be able to ever control and harness your power. So this is part of what it is this just they're telling you really get back to your roots, your truth, and see the truth in that. And the last card I'm pulling is excess. And look, it's the person, I can hold it right. The person has got all these rocks on top of them. They can't get anywhere. They're just carrying everything along with them. I mean, shit, there's a tree growing on top of it. On top of the rocks that's on top of the person. So it's stress, overloaded, exhaustion. In some cases, gluttony, burdens, worries. It's the breaking point. It's telling you, seriously, slow down. See where you've taken on too much. See where you haven't divided it all properly, where it's not working. The outer world is paying its toll. Retreat. Retreat so that you can rebuild. Now, let me take a look at where we are, because turning it back in your little baggie. Geminis. Anytime we do astrology, and I'm trying to do the monthly one, I try to let you know wherever your sun is your core energy. Wherever your moon is your emotional energy. And wherever your rising is, that's more along the line of where your manifestation is and your 3D reality is. For you, we're pretty much in your 11th house, which is the outer world, which is the groups and the memberships that you keep. And it's actually your 10th house and your 11th. Hold on, let me double check. Your 10th and your 11th house. And the reason I say 10th and 11th house is because up until the sun moves into Aries, it's still your 10th house. And then it'll start to move into your 11th house. But the 10th house is the outer world, the political world. It is the authority of the world that surrounds you. It is the rules, the laws, and boundaries from the outer world. It is your honor, your reputation, your prestige, your career. It is your social foundations, and then it moves into the groups, the committees, the memberships that you're part of in the outer world. So you're viewing both of them because you're going from one to the next, which is still, they collide. Okay. And this is asking where the outer world, its authority, is pushing on you or trying to take your power versus manipulating you into just saying that you'll give it to them. And then the groups, the memberships, the committees that you keep, are they actually honoring you? Do they value you? Do they help you move forward? and support the dreams, the goals, the ambitions that you're trying to bring forward. Now, here's the thing. The outer world for you right now has more magic. I hate to say it, but more magic than you do. And the reason I said that, and it's all kinds of mischievous, because it's Pisces. Pisces has Jupiter here, abundance. It has Neptune here, the magic. Let me turn this a little bit. It has the sun there until the 27th. It has the sun until the 27th, Neptune until, well, Neptune in general. It has Jupiter, and then it also has Mercury. And Mercury ain't even playing. Mercury don't even want to be in Pisces. It's only going to be there for 3 weeks. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And it's getting the hell up out of there, okay? So we're looking at the fact of it's ruled the outer world for you. The authority of the outer world is the 10th house, but that is ruled by your actual 12th house. Grief, sorrow, shame, blame, insecurities. Let me sweep it under the carpet and tell myself that it's okay when it's not. Let me continue to go with the flow when it's not. Let me follow the rules and the things that everybody's always told us, because that's what's safe. That's the 12th house. But your 12th house is actually your 10th house. Okay? I just don't want to sit right for me today. It's actually your 10th house. And the 10th house is the authority of the outer world. So this is saying the grief, the sorrow, the shame, the blame, the insecurities, the want to be in denial, wanting to believe in the outer world as the way you've known it, has to change. Okay? Plus, you've got Jupiter here, you've got Neptune here. Like I said, their magic is off the chain right now, trying to push you around. Mercury, with all of this energy, can provide kind of a Mercury retrograde feeling. So this is, if I keep blowing enough smoke up your ass, you'll believe me. If I just keep doing it, you'll believe me. If I keep pushing on you, you'll believe me. Versus where you come into your power in the outer world and go, no, I'm not going to allow any of that bullshit to be blown up my ass. I'm not going to put up with any of that. I know, I can see the truth. I'm willing to face myself, face the world around me, face the mirrors, face the truth, and bring the healing into my life by taking the authority back. Okay? And that's really what it's showing you, is where it's gotten out of control, where the belief system is going, whoa, we got to understand. Not Mercury, but Neptune and Pisces is illusion and delusion. Fantasy smacks you in the face with harsh reality. So if you're not building healthy new magic, the same old funky magic is going to be tripling down on you right now. Plus with a little bit of a Mercury retrograde feeling. So this is just going, I'm not going to allow myself to be weighed down. I'm not going to take on any of your chores, any of your responsibility, any of these things unless it serves me. And does it serve me? Yes or no? And end of discussion. And then when we move into the next house and into the next month, we're doing the same thing with the groups, the memberships, the committees that you keep. Are those outer world people and places and things that you are part of, does it support, you not being overwhelmed? Does it support you being able to go after your dreams? Is it beating you up or not? Because if it's beating you up, it's not helping you. And it's showing you the groups, the memberships that you keep, which ones are worth keeping and which ones are ready to be cut loose. All right. That's what you're seeing a lot of, because that's where your sun is traveling. Now, let's take another look through here. Your actual 12th house is Uranus. Since we started off with Pisces, let's just go all the way around now. So, your 12th house is is Taurus with Uranus here and the North Node. All right, now the North Node is telling you everything that you did not learn last year, because the North Node was in your sign, telling you how to truly see yourself for who and what you are, to realize the character of who and what you are, for all the good and the bad, because the first house is all about your character, how you view life, your personality, your appearance, how the world views you, your image, your identification. But more importantly, it's not just the illumination of you, but it also shows the ego in you. So, what parts of yourself did you not fully come to terms with last year? What part is still hidden under the rug? Because Taurus for you is the 12th house. And the 12th house is the grief, sorrow, shame, blame, the insecurities of what's not been healed. It's the where the self-sacrifice takes place, the self-deception takes place, the self-undoing takes place, where the inner denials take place. Now, you have Uranus here, which is all about independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, coming into your freedom. But the only way to free yourself is to acknowledge these few parts that you didn't see last year. And now the rabbit hole just got deeper. We're getting deeper into your truth, deeper into your knowing, deeper into your soul self, so that we can actually discover it. So while this may feel difficult, this is a very good and powerful thing for you. But it's definitely what you have to learn in order to move forward, because that's what the North Node is about. And I've been saying the whole time, this is about coming into your power, because if you're not in your power, you're not in your truth, you're not controlling your inner chaos so that you can harness your power, someone or something else will. So this is a big portion of the lesson. What you still have going on in your first house, though, is you still have Sirius, not the Sirius star, Sirius, and Lilith here. Lilith has been here for the whole time. Sirius moved in not too long ago. Sirius is going, so where do you still have to nurture yourself? Where do you still have to remind yourself that you're worthy? Where do you still have to remind yourself that you're valued, that you value you? Sirius is all about nurturing or neglecting. So from the 12th house to the first house, what that's still leading you to the lesson of is your own self-love, your own self-respect, your own self-value, so that you can ignite into the most beautiful thing that you are. You can phoenix the fuck out of it. But this is showing you where you have, just like with custody battles, they have custody battles over neglect. Not feeding properly, not nurturing properly, not, having, clothes. There's so many things of how we truly how we're truly taught to love ourselves. And this is getting into how are you nurturing this growth so that you can move forward. The whole outer world is what's going on for you, but are you acknowledging the inner world, which tells you the truth of what you need? And that's your key here. Now, there's nothing else happening on the other side of the chart until we get over to your 6th house, which is your daily mundane tasks. And I say all the time, your daily mundane tasks are some of the most powerful and important tasks, because the mundane, absolutely, there's nothing mundane about the mundane. It's just we overlook it, so we don't realize how important it is. It's the people, the places, and the things that you keep. The people you keep up close and personal, not just work friends. The places that you are part of, what you do. Some people spend every week, all their extra time at the gym working out. Some people spend it at the bar. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with going and having a couple of drinks, but there's definitely something wrong when all you do is get drunk. This is what I'm saying. The people, the places, and the things of energies that you consume ultimately consume you. Now, that's Scorpio for you. And this is the 8th house on a universal level. Wait, is it? 1, 2, 3. Is the 8th house on a universal level, the 6th house for you on your level, which is saying rules, walls, and boundaries. Are the boundaries being set? Are they supporting you or are they supporting the outer world? So on your mundane tasks, where are you making time for you, for your desires, for your dreams, your ambitions, your personal spiritual growth? And are the people, the places, and the things supporting it or not? The South Node is here, which says ultimately there's somebody or something that you've let in that you've got to learn how to ex-nay on. There's something about a lesson of what you continuously do that's so up close and personal, that's so closely in the mundane, that keeps you from really achieving it. And what is that? What is it that you keep doing over and over again? For some people, it's diet. Like I said, for some people, it's diet. For some people, it's I just rather sit here and watch TV than to go out and do something. It depends on what it is you want. Where's your mundane keeping you from the life you desire? And where is it that you keep allowing it to take place? Because with the South Node, it says there's something here that is keeping you from rebirthing the way you should. And it's time to learn that lesson so that you can. And you're going to be acknowledging that all year. Now, the only thing left is your 9th house. The 8th house is the rules, walls, and boundaries, but the only thing that's there anymore is Pluto. Pluto's been there for years. All the other energies have moved out. So now we're in the 9th house. Aquarius for you is your higher self. It's where your ethics, your morals, take a chance and try something new. You have the higher waters here. You have the spiritual ascension here. It's there for you. But are you all over the place? Because you have Saturn here, you have Vista here, you have Venus and Mars here, as well as Juno. So this is all about value, action, and coming to know yourself and setting the boundaries that either need to be shifted because you have them set wrong and they're not supporting you, or they're caging you. So which one is it that's going to help you get to your true ethics, morals, your higher self, your spiritual self, your psychic self, your inner wisdom of your truth? Your higher self is already in Aquarius, but are you finding your truth in it? Or are you caught in the outer world has so much going on and I got to keep up and I got to do this and I got to do this? No, slow down. Where is your values? What's the most important? What supports you and what doesn't? And then move forward. Love you guys. Bye.